The Water Park of New England is a water park very few people know exists, even those in the area. This is an indoor water park attached to the Doubletree Hotel in Danvers, Massachusetts, and in this video I will be reviewing this attraction to help you determine if it's worth visiting, particularly in those cold winter months around here. Part of the reason for this water park's anonymity is its history. The indoor water park originally opened as the CoCo Key Water Resort. This is a small chain of hotels and indoor water parks scattered across the US. In 2012, the Danvers location's hotel was rebranded as the Doubletree, and the indoor water park remained, still going by the CoCo Key name. In early 2020, the indoor water park, like all amusements in Massachusetts, was forced to close due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the water park didn't reopen until August of 2021, and when it did, it reopened with an all-new name in the Water Park of New England. However, the park still has somewhat of an identity crisis because most people still know it by its original name. The signage on the highway still references CoCo Key. The Doubletree website still calls the water park CoCo Key as well. And even worse and most inexplicably, the contact number on the park's website still brings it to a phone line that calls it CoCo Key. I'm stunned the park has not changed this. I've never seen any ads for this place, and I really hope they can work in their branding to get more traffic, because I was literally the only customer there during my visit a few weeks ago. I've been to indoor water parks in off-peak periods, typically during weekdays during daytime hours, but this was a Friday night. Needless to say, I didn't have to wait in any lines. The staff members did say they've had much healthier crowds on Saturdays and Sundays, but weekdays have been very quiet ever since they opened. The park was originally open Wednesdays through Sundays, but now the park is open just Friday evenings, plus both Saturday and Sunday. But definitely check their website for the latest hours, because they could change if demand increases or if a vacation approaches. They've already added extra dates for a February vacation week. Based on reviews on TripAdvisor, it is clear that people are showing up to this park that has much to their surprise closed on the day they get there. I would also suggest checking Facebook. Over winter break, the entire water park was unexpectedly closed for a week due to mechanical issues, and I'm not sure if that was posted on their website or not, again based off reviews I saw on TripAdvisor. The Water Park of New England is located right behind the Doubletree. It is connected to the hotel via a bridgeway, but it also has its own separate entrance. That entrance isn't very well marked though. It has no sign, and it looks more like an employee entrance, but this is in fact the customer entrance for the water park. Once inside, you reach a lobby that doubles as the ticket and check-in booth. Visitors can proceed directly into the water park after getting the wristband. You can either purchase a small locker for $10 or a large locker for $15. The lockers are in 3 different areas. One is just inside the water park, another is inside the locker rooms, and oddly, there's a third one in the aforementioned lobby. The changing rooms are smaller than most water parks, but it is suitable for a place of this size, and I like how there are many private stalls that also included showers. I like the general look of the water park. There's this boat hull near the main entrance, and while there isn't much other theming, the attractions are colorful. The place also seemed clean, although I admittedly was the only one there. The water park is on the darker side, which is the case for a lot of indoor water parks. They just don't let in much ambient light. This one doesn't have a sunroof. You have quite a few windows on the back wall, plus some higher ones on the other walls. Now, many reviews online have cited that the air and water temperature was frigid, but I was comfortable, and I visited on a day when it was 10 degrees outside, so if there was going to be a problem, I suspect it would have happened on the day I was there. This water park is roughly 65,000 square feet in size, which isn't overly massive for an indoor water park, but it's a decent size. The park has the essentials. You have some water play areas for the kids, including the oddly named Dip-In Theater, and then the Coral Reef Canyon. The latter is actually home to the park's biggest pool. This park doesn't have a designated wave pool or anything like that. In the center of the park, you have the Parrot's Perch water play structure. This placement is ingenious because the constant motion of the water effects adds a ton of kinetic energy to the park, and this was much appreciated on a day as dead as it was when I visited. Parrot's Perch is basically on an island. The main pathway and Coconut Grove Lazy River then circle around this play structure. Now it is worth noting that the Lazy River seems to be closed a lot, presumably due to staffing. It was closed for me during my visit, and many reviews have also cited that this attraction has either been closed or operated on a shorter schedule. You then have some hot tubs in the back of the park. Those were closed, but that might have been due to COVID still. And last but not least, you have the main water slide tower in the back right corner of the park. This slide complex is roughly 4 to 5 stories tall. You have 2 tube slides and 2 body slides. Each of those pairs has 1 illuminated slide and 1 pitch black slide. The 2 body slides are easily the park's most intense attractions. Shark Slam is the dark one, and Gator Gush is the semi-translucent one. Both slides have good speed and some decently forceful turns. But they aren't the smoothest. You can definitely feel the seams in between the slide pieces in this one. While these were my favorite slides, I did have to stop after a few rides due to back discomfort. The 2 tube slides offer much milder experiences, but still fun. Barracuda Blast is the dark one, and Pelican Plunge is the illuminated one. These slides have average speed, a few dips, but no memorable turns. The best aspect about these slides is that the employees allow you to experience them backwards if you so choose. These 4 slides each have a height limit of 48 inches. I was surprised the tube slides were even that high, even if you rode in a double tube. A lot of tube slides are closer to the 42-inch mark at other water parks. In general, this water park is best suited for kids, but if they're under 48 inches, just know the only slides available to them are the tamer ones on Parrot's Perch and the Dip-In Theater. So do I recommend this water park? It depends. I think Great Wolf Lodge in Fitchburg is New England's best indoor water park, but I think this is a good water park for younger kids. It's approachable in size, then you have a few water play structures plus the larger slide tower in the back if they're over 48 inches. I think thrill seekers may get bored here, and I would recommend visiting one of the region's other water parks over this one. But it all comes down to pricing. While you can visit that aforementioned Great Wolf Lodge for as low as $25 to $40, it frequently costs $70 to $100 on weekends or school vacation weeks. Water Park in New England costs $30 to $45 per day. I do think that price point is expensive when compared to the outdoor water parks given their offerings, but you're paying the extra premium for the indoor setting. I don't think it's worth the price in the summer months, but it is more attractive in winter when you have far less options. I think the best deal is the $20 Twilight ticket offered in the days with longer hours. I think you only need a few hours here, not a full day, so the reduced rate is perfect. As a thrill seeker, I only needed an hour there, considering there was only one major slide tower and the lazy river was closed. Plus, I literally had the place to myself and no lines to cope with. So those are my thoughts on the water park in New England in Danvers, Massachusetts. What are your thoughts on this indoor water park? Have you visited this place? Or did you visit it back when it was CoCo Key? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.